The robotaxi race has officially shifted, and Tesla now holds the only advantage that actually matters. Not early demos, not city by city pilot programs, but the one edge that determines who wins the global autonomy market. Scalable deployment powered by a unified AI network. Hi, I am Ken. If you're a Tesla investor or someone following the future of autonomous mobility, this shift is critical because today's updates from Waymo, Xpeng, and Tesla aren't just news headlines. They reveal how quickly the battlefield is changing, and more importantly, why Tesla's long-term strategy is starting to separate itself from everyone else. By the end of this video, you'll understand not just what happened, but what it means for your portfolio and how these moves shape the coming decade of AI-driven transportation. Let's begin with a clear overview before we dive into the deeper analysis. Waymo has officially launched fully driverless robotaxis in Miami with no safety driver in the vehicle, and this is only the beginning. They plan to launch the same service in Dallas, Houston, San Antonio, and Orlando in the next few weeks. It's a major geographic expansion from one of Tesla's strongest competitors. Xpeng announced that it will release 3 dedicated robotaxi models in 2026, all designed without LiDAR, mirroring Tesla's vision-first approach. Beyond vehicles, Xpeng is moving into humanoid robotics as well, planning mass production of its Iron Robot for retail guidance and patrol operations. Meanwhile, Tesla is quietly expanding access to robotaxi-capable features within its app across the US and Canada. It's still limited geographically, but the rollout is accelerating, indicating that Tesla is preparing for activation at a much larger scale. Tesla also expanded its supercharger for business model across 7 countries in Europe and the Middle East. Hotels and commercial properties can install Tesla chargers while Tesla manages operations, creating a revenue-sharing infrastructure model. And finally, a notable legal development: the discrimination class action involving roughly 6,000 Fremont employees was denied class certification. This removes a major potential liability that could have hung over Tesla for years. With the facts laid out, let's shift into what really matters: the underlying meaning behind these developments. The first and most important insight is this: the robotaxi competition is no longer about who can achieve driverless operation first. That race is over. Waymo proved years ago that they can run fully driverless vehicles safely. Xpeng is following aggressively, and other companies will get there too. The technological breakthrough phase has passed. The new competition is about scale, economics, and data. Who can deploy robotaxis across the most regions at the lowest cost with the fastest improvement cycle? This is where Tesla's structural advantage becomes overwhelming. Waymo's expansion to 5 cities is impressive, but every new city requires extensive mapping, validation, operational costs, and local approvals. Their system works extremely well in constrained environments, but the scaling friction remains high. Xpeng's plan to launch 3 robotaxi models by 2026 is ambitious. The fact that they are moving away from LiDAR is particularly interesting. It shows that they've recognized the same limitation Tesla saw years ago. LiDAR-based systems don't scale globally with cost efficiency, but having a strategy and executing a strategy are 2 very different things. Tesla, meanwhile, has a fleet of millions of vehicles collecting real-world driving data every single day. More importantly, these vehicles can instantly become robotaxi capable through an OTA update the moment FSD reaches the necessary threshold. That scale cannot be matched by Waymo or Xpeng, not even close. And this is why the competitive stage has fundamentally changed. To understand Tesla's long-term advantage, you have to look at its vertical integration strategy. Unlike other players, Tesla is not building siloed technologies. It is building an interconnected AI network where every component strengthens the others. Autonomous driving improves Optimus. Optimus improves manufacturing. Manufacturing accelerates vehicle production. Vehicle production expands the robotaxi fleet. The fleet increases charging demand. Charging demand benefits the energy business. And all of this feeds into Tesla's data engine. This is why Tesla's progress sometimes appears slower than competitors in isolated areas. Tesla isn't chasing individual wins. It's building an entire ecosystem, and that ecosystem is starting to show its form. Robotaxi features slowly appearing in the app, Optimus performing factory tasks with increasing dexterity, superchargers expanding as a managed service business, megapacks stabilizing energy grids around the world. All of this connects, all of this compounds. Tesla isn't building a car company, it's building an AI-powered mobility and energy network. For investors, these developments matter for three major reasons. First, the class action denial reduces a major legal overhang. Markets hate uncertainty, and a 6,000-person lawsuit has the potential to create massive liabilities. Removing that risk quietly strengthens investor sentiment. Second, Robotaxi app expansion signals internal confidence. Tesla wouldn't open up access to more users unless they were preparing for the next phase of deployment. Third, the charging business expansion hints at recurring revenue streams that extend far beyond car sales. As robotaxis proliferate, charging becomes an indispensable revenue engine. This positions Tesla as not just an automaker, but a multi-layered AI infrastructure company. Now, here's the part that many people overlook, something that changes how we view the entire robotaxi race. Waymo could win the technical benchmark and still lose the global market. This sounds counterintuitive, but it's true. Even if Waymo's autonomous system is objectively safer, smoother, and more refined, they are fundamentally limited by cost per vehicle, operational complexity, and geographic constraints. Robotaxis are not a best technology wins market. They are a best scaling model wins market. Tesla doesn't need to be the absolute best technically. Tesla just needs to be good enough at global scale. And with its data, fleet size, and vertical integration, Tesla can push updates faster, iterate faster, and deploy faster than any competitor. This is the subtle but decisive shift that most headlines miss. Looking ahead, I believe we're approaching a period where every part of Tesla's business begins to converge into a unified AI network. Optimus will accelerate factory automation, robotaxis will activate across more cities, supercharging will evolve into a global logistics backbone, megapacks will stabilize the energy supply needed for autonomous mobility. In 5 years, Tesla's revenue composition could look radically different, less dependent on vehicle sales, more dependent on recurring services, AI labor, and energy infrastructure. Competitors like Xpeng will grow, and Waymo will continue to refine its driverless operations. But the scaling gap between them and Tesla will widen, not narrow. And when FSD finally reaches the necessary threshold, Tesla's activation curve will not rise linearly. It will rise explosively. For long-term investors, here's the core message. Tesla's advantage isn't that it builds EVs. It's that Tesla builds networks, robotaxis, robots, chargers, energy systems, and connects them through AI. No other company is doing all of this under one roof. So while today's headlines highlight competition, expansion, and short-term movements, the bigger picture points to a company preparing to operate the backbone of future mobility. Tesla's long-term value will come not from selling cars, but from running the network those cars connect to. And that's why today's developments matter more than the market reaction you may see tomorrow. If you found this analysis helpful, consider subscribing to the channel. I post daily updates on Tesla, autonomy, AI, and the future of transportation. There's a lot happening behind the scenes that isn't always obvious from the headlines, and I'll continue breaking it down so you can stay ahead as an investor. Thanks for watching, and as always, let's enjoy the journey toward the future Tesla is building. Before we wrap up, let me take a moment to introduce myself. I drive a Tesla Model Y, and at home, I've installed a Tesla Powerwall, so I actually charge my car with solar energy. I truly believe Tesla is shaping the future, and that's why I share the latest news and insights here on this channel. I'm from Japan, but I want to connect with Tesla fans all around the world. That's why I also create an English version of my videos. YouTube now lets you switch the audio into your own language, so you can enjoy it in whatever language you prefer. Most of all, I'd love to connect with Tesla fans everywhere so we can support Tesla together. I also share updates on X, so feel free to follow me there and let's connect. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.